Mhm. Ne čujem te bra. Nisam te čuo ništa, reci opet. Aha. Janko, pozdrav, brate moj. I šta je bilo? Ne, ser, na pola puta te stigo. Al vi se najjači. A volite se. Šta? Al brat, ono moje. Aj pa te zovem, bro, da čujemo se kasnije. Ajde. Nisi matke, Janko je prvi. Aj ljubite brat, čujemo se kasnije. Ajde sutra ono, ej, Ermine. Piši noj crnoj, brate, piši noj crnoj, ja ću noj plavoj i vidi sutra šta rade. Pa aj vidi noćas ovaj. Pa sutra je kiša, ne znam, brate, vidi za preksutra, jel ono, preksutra je bolje vrijeme, pa vidi nešto, ajde. Aj na stream sam, aj pa se čujemo kasnije. Bye man. Ljudi, 6% baterije, inače slomio sam telefon, ljudi, danas čitav je skoro pukao, novi mora da skupuje, begi. Al brate, ono moje, ljudi, kako se mi vi, braće, matke, pozdrav tebe, Janko, pozdrav tebe, hvala što ste tu, braće moje, ljubi vas Miki. Lagan. Što mi zove sad. Alo? Alo, te bra. Evo ništa, te bra streamam. Ima. Ima, brate, što? Gdje je? Benjamin Bosna i Hercegovina 12, pozdrav za tebe, brate. Pa idi priđi, kretenu. Ljudi, razvalite taj like, man. Đole, ugasi, brate, idi razvali like taj, brate, ono. Idi razvali like. Aj, pa se čujemo kasnije, ljudi. Ćao, man. Četvro ljudi tu, ljudi, razvalite taj like. Šta mislite, ko će ovo da dobije, ljudi? Lik je prije razvalio, ovaj King je isto opasan lik, dobro igra, svaka mu čast, ono, vidjet ćemo. Al brate, ono moja... Mate, jesi tu... Ljudi, razvalite taj like, man, razvalite taj like po lajku. Ljudi, ja mislim da će ovo da osvoji ovaj King ili onaj drugi, sad ne znam kako zove, što je prvo osvojio.
Recap on materials right now because he doesn't have enough to full tunnel across here. Knowing his playstyle, he's probably gonna want to push here. And there it is. He actually found a launch pad, so his game awareness was at an all-time high here. Take a look here.
Opasno. Vidi ga Tifju, prvi kill, brat. Tifju je loš, ljudi. Ne svaja King, brate. Kako zoveš na Insta, ukucaj samo Instagram, brate, evo sad ću ti pokazati ovako, brate, ukucaš ovo, Instagram, eto sad će da ti izađemo Instagram. Biće King 3, brate, ne znam, ali ovo.
When you just get focused on so much, you're out and about, trying your best to stay up in this game, and then everyone looks at you. Again, he's doing
Negative Fubio, what the fuck?
Elimination. Other people are siphoning those away from him.
Yes, Prisionero was just snatched from him. That's another point.
Što ne izlazi Insta, alo bre, što je ovo?
He does have some shadow bombs though, so he will be able to make it to this next zone. He decides that he's close enough to try and tarp in, but now he becomes the target of the server because he's only building in wood here.
People can take note of the structures being used. That will give you an indication as to where they are currently. Our players do build around 2-box metal, perhaps. Metal, the strongest structure. In case you're wondering, maybe you're watching for the first time, wondering what's going on here. Your Game 3 winner, Dubs. 2 eliminations, still has that baller, but it is a very weak baller. I mean, look at that thing, it is cracked up.
Not only that, he doesn't have health either. He is very, very weak here. He has tons of materials though. He just has to play for placement to continue to hold this lead that he has right now on the competition. King gets taken out by Mongrel, unfortunately, right there, and Bugga is still in the running here as he catches Flex.
Aj sad pokušaj, ti Janki.
Lighting up right now as players are dropping and we're approaching placement.
Nemam pojma, Filip, pozdrav, brate moj.
Once we hit 25th place, everyone's going to start to earn some points. Right at the side of your screen, 3 points for everyone still alive, but Dubs, and we mentioned it, that baller was in dire straits. It was not going to be able to survive another rotation. And
Petro, ljudi, pozdrav sve vas, braći moje.
Then the rotations, everyone's starting to move here. They have some shadow bombs, they're going to use those and get to the other side, get to the safe area.
Ne radi, vidiš nešto, ne znam zašto dok radi, brate. Ajde ti Fju nešto uradi, brate. Evo ga, izlazi, evo ga. Gdje ti Fju, ti Fju, eno ga da je Fju, eno ga ti Fju. Može ubio Kinga, jel? Nisam vidio, brate. Lajkajte stream, man. Ljudi, ako lajkate stream, Miki se kvalifikuje u sljedeće takmičenje. Al brat, ono moje, ubiše Tifiju. O, grote, ovaj Tifiju nema srećena.
Then you have Bizzle still very much in this one. Takamura with 4 eliminations and earning placement points as more players begin to fall, and we're coming down to the final moments, Monster.
That's right, we are. And we're going to jump into Takamura's POV here because he has 4 eliminations and he doesn't plan on stopping. Neither does Mongrel, because Mongrel catches
Mongrel.
Taking a look here at Takamura. Tarping out. He is going to fall down and he's going to get shot a few times here. What's he going to do is he's going for the high ground. He sees an opportunity. It's his to take. Now jumping over with Mongrel's in the low ground. Drops another player right here.
Gledaj ga Mongol šta radi, brate.
So many players are landing in front of Mongrel here. Coming down to the wire. Top 9 remaining. 1 in front of Mongrel. Does he get the elim? He manages to just get away by the skin of his teeth. And now Mongrel gets up to the high ground. Maybe using this. If you keep jumping on the wall, you won't.
Ajde, uzmi haj, ima haj. Nema, uzmi mu neko. To.
And the player does manage to catch himself and maintain the high ground positioning here. We have some great players still left in this game, but Mongrel with 4 eliminations.
Rešio ga, brat. Ostao je još 4 lika, ostalo, alo bre, moguće da... Shit, man! Uglavnom minija, brate, ima 11 minija. Opa, ovo je njegov win. Oh my god. Kuku, gledajmo uz 12 healthy. Gradi se, brate, je li malo mesi? Oh, fuck. Ne, mesa, brat. Al dobro odigrao, brat. Dimo šta je uradio ovaj Kinez, kako je on odigrao. O, brat. Ono moj. A, imao je haj, brate, ovaj ima ovdje.
So good at that. Mongrel had no builds left. He had no HP to work with. He did the job he needed to do. Top 2.
Pi, brate, stvarno ono dobro odigrao lika, jevi. Ova jedan ubistva, bježe i brate iskačeš tu.
Stands up, flexes, hits us with the let's go. He's feeling good, and that's a huge
A
accomplishment.
šta, let's go, 1 kill imaš, budalo.
You only have so many opportunities to win a game here.
Da, brate, kada je osvijio sa 10 killova, ne sa jedan zadnji kill, brate, što je ovo.
That I could think of at those final moments. Games 3 and 4 certainly did not disappoint. Oh, that was a wild game. Here are the standings though. Buga still holding on to first place.
37 vodi, brate, ovaj će da osvoji, buha ovaj.
But Psalm now jumps in to second place, Nate in third. Riversand, who's managed to put together some great games, is in fourth. Rux as well, Epic Whale in sixth.
Lik igra dobro, stvarno, ono, like ti live sim, brać.
To 7 and 8, and King, who has been very
Al brat,
is in ninth, and then
ono moje.
South Korea in 10th place.
Doing so good. The last player we saw in 11th place, Epic Whale, shot himself up to that front page, guys. So don't count out Andretta, Benji, Savage, or anyone else.
Brate, ovdje ti se u $3 miliona igra.
Look at how close the point threshold is.
Yeah.
Everyone is in the running for top 10 right here, and that's life-changing prize on the line here. The stakes are so high.
Yeah, the gap is so small, and these players have the capability of being able to get into the top 10.
Benjamin, to je ovaj momak prije što je bio live.
Wonder who's going to take it all, but let's go down to the stage. We got Jordan standing by with our game 4 winner song.
Kiša pada. Gotovo je, igra se još finale, noći solo, man.
In the standings, feeling really good right now. We're just talking about that high ground take. You said I didn't think that it was going to work, but real domination right there at the end. What was your thought process going up against such a stacked final 10 people? I mean, some of the players that were there are all capable of clutching this up.
After I got the high ground, I was just focused on playing safe, make sure I don't lose the high ground, make sure no one impulses up to take my high ground, and then I let everyone on the ground do their thing, and then I clean up.
And the cleanup was real. Back to you, Golden Boy and Monster D-Face.
Always a pleasure to hear from Psalm, a veteran in competitive Fortnite and doing it once again. No shocker there. You take the risk, you make the bold play, and sometimes it pays off. And in that instance, it definitely did. He's coming out quite pretty from there. I believe, was it second place currently in the standings. That was a nutty game, man.
He's been in top 10 this whole time. Since the competition has begun, he's been chipping away at placement. And that last one was a huge victory for him. And that is exactly what he wanted and needed here to keep him relevant.
Yeah, so many great moments in that game. And while we had the best seat in the house, there were some moments that maybe we didn't catch. And the good news is we got one of the best VOD reviewers in the game. Balla standing by to break it all down.
Thank you so much, GB. Yes, we have 2 games remaining, and it looks like Psalm and Booga repeating that first game success early on. They're going to move forward at the top of the leaderboard, but for now, we're going to take a look at some of Rux's performances and some of his shots that push him up to 5th. So while we roll these clips, Rux, in the end game, first, he set himself up brilliantly in the early game against Arkram. We've talked about Arkram a number of times. This duel has been going on every single game here. Rux takes the better of Arkram and gets the loadout that he needs to push on forward here with the infantry rifle and the combat shotgun and heals to boot. Only 1 mat remaining through this entire time. Doesn't quite get those mats after finding the elimination onto Core Gaming, so he's working through old structures here, other players' structures. And that's when you start going sneaky beaky mode. He stays crouched, make sure that no sound is coming through for that elimination onto Slaya. He had high ground at this position. A nice shot there onto Light. Unbelievable flick shot with the combat shotgun. And then this is when I believe it was somebody else took high ground here. Beautiful retake. It's Stompy. Rux brings himself up into 5th place with that. We'll see if he continues to climb. But for now, we've got 2 more games to go. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much for breaking that down, Balla. Rux, who has been time and time again showing up in the top 10. We always see his name, whether it be solos or even in duos, along with his teammate Pika. They always have great events. So no shocker there, but this is, what a wild ride, right? We've been on 10 weeks up until this point. All these players from around the world. I love looking at that top 10 as well, man, because it truly is a great international game that we have here with Fortnite.
Yeah, you saw it unfold. Like, who would have thought King would be the man to show up today and be, like, honestly, the energy for the arena here, because he has had some of the wildest moments so far in his journey through this World Cup weekend.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. It's been a wild ride here, but that's going to do it
Opet
for
mi
myself
pade
and
telefon.
Masu Deface the Boricua, boys. There we go, brother. Always a pleasure to cast with
Ljudi,
you.
inače vidite
Now
onu
we're
mrežu
gonna
tamo
go
što
to
je
a quick
pukla.
break. When we
Tu
come
mi
back, Courage
ulaze
and Dr. Lupo
komarci
take the
jebeni.
stage one more time, and then we crown our Fortnite World Champion. We'll see you in just a few.
Hello, Fortnite fam! I am PookieFace_. I am joined here at the front of house with David, and we're going to talk a little bit about how all of these systems work, how we are bringing the Pro-Am, Creative Cup, and the World Cup to you guys this weekend. So David, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me here. What do all of these buttons do behind us? Tell me a little bit about what all of the technical things are here.
So basically this is controlling all of the lighting and all of the video for the entire show. We're pushing out all the videos that you see on all the screens, any camera shots that go up there. And then we're also making sure that all the lights are at the right levels for player faces and everything else.
So it's your job to just make everyone look great, is technically what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Now, I know that you have some facts about the lights, the LEDs. Give me a little bit of some factoids about how all of this production pulls power and, you know, what goes into all of this.
Absolutely. There's about 1,200 lighting fixtures in the room currently. We have about 18 4K video outputs to go to all the big screens. We're running about 98 million pixels worth of video space, and it's taking about 2,000 amps of power, which is about enough to run about 15 homes.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, introduce me to all of these working parts. But there are so many more things that go into all of this. So when you guys are out in the stands,
Hello.
weekend, you have David.
Stavi taj telefon, jabo.
Ostavio sam, pade mi opet.
Dub said, look, I've qualified. I'm just going to come back and just flex on literally the entire region.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the fact that you can be so consistently good in one of the major regions. The best of the best aren't concerned with just barely making it. They want to win every fight. They want every point. That's why he's in front. There's a reason he's one of the best solo players on the planet.
Ona sve kada je...
안녕하세요. 저는 이제 팩스폭스라고요. 저는 아시아 서버에서 이제 뉴욕 진출했고요. 이제 나이는 17살입니다.
Šta misliš, ovo je zadnja runda sad ili?
처음에 초반에 점수를 거의 다 따가지고 그냥 초반에 맘 놓고.
Da, mislim zadnja.
4 victory royales and he 8 elims, obviously first place. That's unbelievable.
Sad ću da vidim koliko je runda ostalo još da vratim.
연습을 제대로 별로 못했기 때문에 아마도 일단 운에 맡겨야 될 것 같습니다.
Oh, okay, Flaxlots. I'll take you out for a good pizza. I know a couple good spots.
Ne, još dvije im ostalo.
한국에는 포트나이트 유저가
Ovaj.
응원하겠습니다.
Daj. Daj da igramo, brate.
Gib mir alles, was ich weiß.
Hey Fortnite fam, BallTW here to get in the nitty-gritty
Hey
of
Fortnite
competitive
fam.
Fortnite. The final circles in competitive Fortnite are packed tightly with both action and players, all fighting to get the victory royale. Let's introduce one of the most common techniques used to outlast your opponents in these congested final zones. What is tunneling? Also known as snaking or pathing, this is when you build a protected tunnel while running away from the storm and into the next safe zone. When these safe zones get so small, this becomes very, very important, as there can be opposing players on all sides of you. Here's an example of the most basic tunnel, the straight tunnel. From your base, you simply build straight towards your destination straight ahead of you, with the floor piece below your feet and above your head. This is the most basic and also dangerous version of the tunnel. You're exposed from your sides. However, you save materials by doing this.
Ajmo mi u kreativ malo, oli?
Aha.
Ajmo kreativ mi malo dok on je ovo.
Ajde, zove.
Čekaj, ulazi mi u Fortnite.
Nije ušao for.
Pa nisam žurio, to
Pa
je
preko
problem.
čega gledaš?
Šta preko čega gledam?
Pa ovo, finala.
Twitch.
Now we talked about how you're exposed from your sides. In both versions, you can add walls to either side, or both, left and right. This gets really hard really fast, and this is why it's so impressive that not only are these high-level players tunneling so fast and without error,
Kako da namjestim ono? Da ne čujem samog sebe.
Kako čuju sam sebe?
Pa, na primjer, sad pričam i čujem kako pričam.
Watching players like
What the fuck, nemam pojma.
and all the players playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open play from their tunnels can be
To na Discord, ili?
So there you have it. Tunneling. One of the most important skills in competitive Fortnite. It's pretty simple at its core, but at the high pace of these
Znaš koliko pinga mi daje?
that means you need to practice and make sure to hop in creative mode and do just that. Practice it in the open on your own island or use one of the many amazing built
230.
To ti onda do internet.
This was BallTW and we'll see you in game.
Ne pinga, nego FPS, izvini.
Koliko ti daje?
200.
Stvarno?
Yes, kad smanjim sliku. Reš.
Kao sliku kad smanjiš.
I qualified from the North American East region.
This is not. Wait. Just take him in. Can you get him to drop it? What is that angle? He hits all of the shots.
Preko čitavog 70.
Didn't even believe it was real at the time. I don't know. I'm just streaming, grinding, doing my own thing, and I tried my hardest and succeeded, I guess.
Landing all the way up top, drops in.
Se bravo, uđel mi u Fortnite, alo, s tim ne.
Ajde više.
Jer nisam ni još uzezaš me.
Kao što sam rekao, ja ne osjećam ovdje kad imam programanti.
A generational talent. He has qualities that not a lot of young players have.
Pogledaj koga mi pokaže.
Neće da mi uđe u
Bukha.
Fortnite.
Very rare to see.
Šta neće da ti uđe? What the fuck? Pojavi se snoj.
Ovo neće ovo čitati.
나이는 그리고 14살입니다.
He's disciplined.
Jay drops down.
He's focused.
That was an ambitious play.
He wants to push it.
What a charge through the box in there.
That's what he needs to do to be.
Uđe više.
Neće da mi uđe u Fortnite, alo.
Kako neće?
Neće, boga mi.
여기 간 다음에 제일 중요한 거는 이걸 타고 여기부터 먹어. 요 지금 이쪽에 I'm Junior. I'm the coach for T1's Fortnite division.
Piše ti da sam online?
Ono, kao dolaziš. What the fuck? What the fuck, pojavi se snajper. A A kako neće, šta ti pokazuje?
Teora krene da vrti ono i neće.
Pa neka vrti.
A ovaj Epic Launcher kad uđem, piše mi...
Gdje kad uđeš?
Evo ga. Bug neki do Fortnite-a bio je, evo te. Kad uđem ovaj launcher kaže da mi otvara Fortnite, what the fuck.
It'll take over doubt, we gon' make it. Show the world that I shine in our greatness. It'll take over doubt, we gon' make it.
Ala brate, on moj.
Ala šećera. Aj, ti morao si da spucaš sve ovo.
Šta sam morao?
Da sve ove kartice.
Kakve kartice? Ja dobio Battle Pass u Fortnite, alo?
Lav.
Fucking što je ovo? Ala brat. Da ovo loading low. Lol, 5 sati. Noće se prvu sliku pokazat Fortnite-a je. Sezone 10.
Guten Morgen.
Stavi krat.
Aj priči nešto. Lav.
Što izađe?
Ko izađe?
Ja te izbaču, jel ovo? Ajde stavi ovaj kreativ. Lol. Evo počinju sad oni,
Ko je šiš?
Ljudi, ja gledam inače ovamo, kad počne da se zahuktaje, pustit ćemo njih, Beki.
Zahuhtaj. Gledano pred kraj, kad bude malo za... What Što se stavio tu sliku da se učita?
Mijenjam i sam uvijek stavio sam.
Ha, to sam i ja stavio.
Lol, a ovaj skin nisam stavio. Lol, nije mi očito skin. Hoćemo kod mene ili kod tebe?
Ajmo kod mene.
What the fuck, gledam DJ-a neki... Al brate... Ono moje... What the fuck, bruto.
Gledaj mi skine što se kupio.
Ja ga ne bi ovaj... Što ima care, ništa kod tebe, brat moj. Razvalite taj like, ljudi. Fly pump koristimo.
A, brat.
Gdje si ti ovdje, aha. To i to.
Samo ne pucam, ne pucam. Za glave, aj pucam.
A lol, uzem i haj.
Molim.
A lol, pada.
Pa oće nubovite. Ale, vidi ga što reći. Jesi to dostroj?
A molim, bruda.
A, brat. Aj, ne ruši penis.
Jesmo li igrali mi danas?
Jesmo.
A lol, kako žuto puc. A lol, au lol. A lol. Šećera, ljudi, ajmo svi šećera.
Ja ne znam, brate, ja ne mogu da pogodim.
A meni je još nešto secka, ne znam to.
Eto, tebi je glav.
Mareš.
Uzao sam najče skin. A, brat.
Ti da sam pogodio ovako vime, ja bi se sad ubio.
Pa idi ubi se, neću sada do sljedećeg.
Ne!
Ne! A nije mi repetiran. Jebi ja. Ne!
Gle. Malo se mi bačuje dođe. Alo.
Znaš što sam našao foru? Aj uboksaj se.
Od pete, brate, nije ovo ništa kako igram, brate, nego malo mi secka i ovaj. Ali nisam igrao danas, malo sam igrao, slabo igram Fortnite u zadnje vrijeme, pa zbog toga. A?
Ne puće, dođi vamo. Uboksaj se ovdje, tu. Ne pokaži mi jednu foru. Glavo, staviš ovdje, ovako, otvoriš, skočiš ovdje. Čekaj. Ustaneš. Glavo, ovako vratiš.
I doneseš mu
Ne
ih.
ti izvetiš.
Pa ne da me ubiješ, bra.
Ostavi opet zid. Ostavi opet u zid.
Prihvatit ću kasnije, brate.
Ostavi zid, eto to. Ne diraj sad ništa. Samo drži da gradiš. Vidiš ovako. Ja ovo lupim. Vidiš? Počnemo na to. A, bre.
Ja sam zapam. Počinju li?
Jesi
Čekaj
vidio?
da vidim, počinju li? Ne još.
Pa ako počnu nećemo odmah gledati od početka. Za... Kao što sam rekao, ne osjećam.
Reš. Reš.
A brate, jedno, vidim da gađu se. Brate, onda naš.
Kako sam se promašio ovdje, ne mogu da vjerujem. A stvarno, koji sam pleb. Molim?
Plebu jedan.
Evo i počeli. Al brat, on moj.
Ne! Mislio sam da se još dolje pa.
A, mislio sam i ja da sam lov, ali nisam. Reš.
O, ribu, šta? Reš. Mama. Drme. Jump? Ne. Kako mrzim ove glajdere.
Znači sam se nisam imao, vidjet ću poslije ljudi. Hvala ti brate, hvala ti Benjamin.
No skop za publiku. Oh shit. Mora na skop da padne, mora. E pa neki sad.
A ostalo mu je 60 health.
Nije.
Jest. To su 2 pikeksa znači.
Matematičaru, kako 2?
Pa po 3, ja sam se pogledao. Po 20 daje pikek, da?
Yes.
Gdje si?
U Giricu, šta? Viš, bat. Ne! Aj, čekaj me tu.
Ajde.
Ako te noskopam...
Ne! Kako, ali te bra, pogodio sam te gore 40.
Pogodio si me gore 20.
Mislio sam 20 ti da ti je stavio.
Šta? Već.
A sad mu je ostalo 20 LT, ljudi, sad je naš, what the f, nećeš ga ti pikeksat nikad. Ljudi, sada koga ne pikeksam.
Ne! A dobar sam te ziđu, dobar. Idem.
Isto ja, hvala svima braćo moja. Tvoju ribu, šta reš? Lagano nema shield, brat.
Ne. Shit, tu. Sad ću ja da dropam snajper. Bez veze mi dostavljam.
Da, brate, jeste sezonom 3, dobio sam account, brate. Nije moj, baby. Od početka, moji su... Moj od 5 uzet druga accounta.
Jednom poštenom čoveku je dao account.
Lagano.
Opa, vidimo Miki naučio od Pavle pa nešto, neke trikove bjegi da skače sa strane.
Lagano.
Niko nije dobar ko Bak. Možda ima izuzetan.
Dobro, je meni.
Pogledaj, gurno sam.
Tvoju ribu, šta reš? Au, pali mu. Ne, pucao sam, men. I su počeli ovi, još koliko je ljudi ostalo, moramo onda gledam paka.
Još koliko?
85. Aj gledamo.
Kolika je zona?
Opasno je započelo. Sad je ovo najglavnije. Mala. Evo ga ovaj buhla. Buhla, kako se čitava. Neću ovdje da ostane ljudi. Sam ovaj ne bi ubio.
Čekaj. Ajde da vidim.
Šta reš? What the fuck, bruda, daj mi to vamo. Give me this shit, man.
In the situation, doesn't want to get challenged. He's got a free rotation up now. Slip is right there. Without realizing it, too, he is relatively close to 2 llamas in the south edge of the map.
spot, either of them, one on his left, one on his right. I doubt he will since he's going through the low ground, but Booga, so far, man, 3 out of the 4 games has been fantastic performances. He had one where he dropped off early. Remember, he, was eliminated within the first 10 players in the game, but still keeping his lead because of how well he's performed.
Na Discord si ti, jel?
Kako na Discord, pa pričamo na Discord.
Na...
Don't want to take this 1v1 out in the open. Would rather go continue to loot on up, earn more materials because, hey, 45 builds, you think, oh, that's a lot, but not any case in a competitive lobby like this. And, well, since he fell back, he had to get himself a combat shotgun.
That clicks in the field, picking up an elimination on Nate. Down to 81 players remaining as this first circle starts to close. 52 seconds left before that happens.
And this is first very central on the map. No super drastic rotations need to come on through. Here's a replay from earlier on of how Aqua.
A meni piše na ninji.
Aqua, evo ga Aqua. On je osvojio Čebra.
Tifija!
Aqua ubi Tifija. A, Tifiju, neće ti se, brate, noćas. A, Tifiju je propao noćas, brate.
Secka li tebi malo?
I would say it's definitely a different playing field than most players are used to, no matter where they hail from. It's the first time that we've had multiple regions from the entire world all play within the same lobby, the same setups. It's all on land here, so it's just a different scenario for everybody. Especially on top of that, if you have younger players that have never had land experience, nerves could potentially play into it. Pushing in the box, gets inside, and the elimination. Robabs goes down here in Neo Tilt.
And I like that a lot from Lechi, right?
Hvala, brat moj Benjamin.
Ovo je 5. meč.
Does 23 more white damage.
5. da.
I have a major health advantage against the dance main stage, but
Buga bugali?
Ko će tebi, brate?
It forces the play and says, you know what, if you have a trap, you're still going to survive through it. You're so little HP that I know I'll eliminate you, even if I take 150 damage from the trap. Booga, I mean, I guess this is kind of the mindset he has right now. I'm in first. I've got shadow bombs, I've got a launch pad, I've got everything I need. Banny, if you want to play this game, bro, you can play this game, but Booga dances, and his opponent says, no thank you. No dance battle for me today, I'll back on up.
It's enough to pressure him to rotate.
Imagine dancing and scaring away your opponent. That's...
Ja, ljudi, smijem da se skladim, ono, da će ovaj Buga da osvoji.
Cease picks up an elimination. A reminder on the right side of your screen, the format for the day, match 5 of 6. We have 10 points for a victory royale. You make it to top 5, it's only 7. You make it to top 15.
Ja mislim da neće, nema neće
luči. Every elimination on the board is an additional point.
And also keep in mind,
a big 46. The white damage, a good signal for Booga that player.
If you like the live stream, man, I'm do 20 lajkova, još malo
fali. That's the only thing they have left. No pressure there. Is an opportunity to just rotate away.
Buga je dobar igrač, stvarno. Prvi win, prvi game I to dobar, brate. Dobar win, man.
You also have a max count of 500 of each material type, so you cannot carry 1,000 wood or 999 wood, 999 metal. No, it's 500 of each material type. Players building inside this new structure, the corpse of the monster that our glorious mech defeated to save the Fortnite Island.
Hashtag team mech. Ooh, a solid hit there.
Kakav hit, brat.
Knowing that ramp was closing it off.
113
from above. Surprised he's not throwing a stink. Doesn't own it just yet. Very good question. At some point that's going to have to come out.
Tifiju, nećemo se ljudi noćas nešto, ja ne znam što.
Still can't get there. Still can't get it. These stalemates for taking walls, one of the highest pressure situations because you're on the verge of a box fight in which your opponent, you know they're going to push in. They have a trap that might take a wall and place it. Go shotgun shot 160. The blue pump, very, very powerful.
That's a 160 to the jaw right there. That's what people missed about the pump shotgun when it was vaulted. As we all know, recently was brought back into play, and for reasons like that, so good in the up-close fights. It's, for a lot of people, the one spot where it just completely outclasses all other shotguns. Obviously, 4 shotguns in play right now in competitive Fortnite. Storm Surge did pop up, but it went away almost instantly as this lobby has dropped a little bit quicker as things have gone on. People maybe getting more desperate, challenging more early game fights to see if they can get an advantage. Sam, who won our 4th game, using one of these big shields, and look at the inventory right now. Big shields, chug splashes, and I like that a lot. Sam, at first, decides, you know what, let me use this big shield. I'll get the full 50 health out of it. But because his opponent interrupts it, realizes, well, what's the lesser of 2 evils? That is popping 2 chug splashes, giving myself as much health as possible, and not playing greedy. I like that from Sam, a sign of a veteran player. You got to take what you can get, and that's a perfect example of it right there.
At this point, he's waiting to see if there's an opportunity to sneak a shot through the surface inside that ramp. He doesn't know
Ovu, brate, što je ovo zajebano.
He has an opportunity to replace it, and he does, in fact, take it. Push on through, get the wall, goes for the edit, but a big shot from the other side, down to 71. Those chug splashes coming in big. He might have to wait, though, that last one. Don't know if he'll have time to use it. Pressure from the player inside. Rotating down, immediately popping a hole out and getting in his baller. Opts to not take that fight, and probably a very good call, seeing as how he took a ton of damage on the inside before he had a chance to move away. 110 total now. The baller's full HP, though.
Here's Riverson. That legendary bolt sniper rifle. 175 total health to take a bit of damage right there. Often set up on the left side of your screen in a metal box. Really, no one can be challenging that. Fully built metal. It's just something that when you see it in competitive Fortnite with how little ammo you have, you're basically like, all right, I'm not bothering you. You're set up. I'm not bothering you. Just don't peek out and shoot at me, because it's almost impenetrable, it feels like, with how little time you have to shoot and how little ammo you wind up having in these games. A replay from earlier on. This is Smeeth. And another one of these close box fights. Gets that ramp. Tries to challenge forward.
Tvoj.
To the opponent's box. That's HoodJ. And will get the combat shotgun. So a major upgrade from a common tactical shotgun up to a combat shotty. And I'm sure everyone that plays Fortnite knows just how good that is. The fact that
I just have to say, I'm a little surprised that he opted to take the bolt over Shadow Bomb. Looking at late game Fortnite, especially
zona
you see
najmanje
stacks of
moguća.
players on top of each other and no opportunity for a snipe.
60.
The Shadow Bomb is going to be
To je
a
bomba,
ability he's not going to have. The baller's gone now. Yeah, I don't know why.
A ljudi stvarno tifuju se, neće noćas, brate, ja ne znam što je ovo, ili je toliko slab, ili šta, brate. Preće bi da mu se neće.
And that's not the case. That was what just happened was the worst thing that could have ever occurred for Riverson. His baller's gone. He's got no movement items left, and now he's stuck on this mountain in a box fight.
Just quick note, Epic Whale is currently in 6th position. Riverson in 4th, so this is a battle at the top of the leaderboard. And Epic cannot quite find the target. Riverson picking up a big leaderboard elimination right there.
That is a moment where I think nerves gets you a little bit.
100%.
You mentioned top 6. He's thinking in the back of his head, if I have a good game here, we're moving into the $1 million prize pots. And instead, Riverson wins a fight that looked impossible to win, and is now set up on top of a mountain with near max HP.
Real quick look back here, Plug, our current leader. Look at the shots through there. Little shakes the hands off a little bit, blow off some steam. Arrow goes down inside. Very, very active player, Buga. See Bizzle, top left of your screen, one of the more well-known players, like I said, one of the most consistent players, Jack, in all of Fortnite that we've ever seen. With the speed of the builds up here,
Ima jednak.
Dobro igramo, šta on ti je najjači za sad, najviše 37 poena, vi svi su 30.
Gdje ti piše da ima 30?
Posle kad završi meč.
And if you look at where Buga is right now, on your minimap, the closest
Tvoju ribu šta reš.
Vidio, pogledaj gdje oni šane pohađali.
To je što kasnije, pazite. Upa, 3 puta 42. Pa Buga je stvarno igrač, ono, top
Vidi Petar Pana, ego.
On prije, nije on prije sve.
To do some picking up on the inside. Pretty lucky finds on the inside here. Quite a few materials. Flint knock. Got to redeploy a ton of minis. Pretty optimal loadout for both mid-range, up close, depending on who's pushing it. Positional wise, no launch pads.
Već toliko, what the fuck.
as soon as he's away from that thing, flying.
Koliko svi u njega su leti igrote.
That's going to be tough. And he is getting attacked from literally
Koju
every
ribu,
angle on the way.
šta
Players
reći?
from all sides taking shots. He's going to have to try and push his
Pogled
way
svi na
through
njega.
for an elimination. Get out of this area almost immediately. What a tough spot to be in. Shots from both sides. Puts the trap down in anticipation of somebody pushing in. And literally
Ovaj pukao svi u njega, brate, lik poludio.
Pa gledamo,
Gle Buga
trojicu
gdje je.
njega.
Gle ga Buga, on će ovaj da osvoji, on će da osvoji ovaj.
They've got to come this way. They're going to be floating right at us. If the whole lobby shoots at them, one of us is bound to get them. We're all going to get damage tags, and when the storm starts,
I ovaj kalaš ko zna da počne.
Kako je lud lik, brate.
Thankfully for the players in the lobby.
Ovaj kalaš ko zna da počne.
Need to drop before storm surge goes away, so don't think it'll come into play too much.
All I can imagine in a situation like that right now is from the pro-am, Tim the Tatman getting shot at from multiple sides.
Like the lights, man.
It's just...
A što tražimo mapu, šta je ovo?
You were one of them, I think.
Yeah, no, my teammate Sean eliminated Tim. We beat to the Tatman on land and outplaced him as we
Eno ga reverse baka. Ja za njega navijam.
People at home don't know is that we were literally looking at Tim as we say that, which is to make sure better. So launchpad used by Booga right away.
Ja sam bio ono kao za Tiffy, ali on neće ništa sasvim za Bugu ovoga.
Movement, and guess what? This is a zone on the high ground. It's directly on this mountain, so for pretty early
Ima high, brat, to je to, bravo. Pi, mini.
But has taken a lot of damage.
Bravo.
He needs to get back up to 150. Has made it to the zone. Benji Fishy just
Čuješ me dobro?
A, da. Ponekad ne
No,
čujem.
glas
Malo je.
Just going to look back at Booga, who's going to build his way up. See if he can spot
Pa to su ti nove opet, ili?
Still very good. The edge of the next safe zone. 2 seconds until that pressure starts to apply, and a lot of players you see on the minimap have already started to rotate in. They're making their moves now, but shots from Booga and others as these players are flying in. Can you launch pads? Used in situations like this, and no shield on that player. Booga right now has a total of 16 elims today. King is in second with 15.
Pogledaj, ajde pogodi ga se, bra.
Nije loše materijali.
Čekaj. Ja nisam vidio koliko ima, aha, 330. Dobar je onako po 700.
Solid.
Oliko,
46. Tik je uzimao.
Creo, Cosmic, Skype, who earlier on took home a game of his own in game 2.
Quick note, by the way, Riversun, who we saw eliminate the 6th place position, has gone down himself in 4th. So he is out of this game. 44 players reversing your feed, going down to Dementos. And we are not even at placement position just yet. And we're looking at the 6th to 7th circle transition starting in 10 seconds. Everyone has to move. The people that have the best opportunity to take shots back, they're going to be able to pick up a lot of eliminations. Players are going to be on rotation. Things are about to get real tough for a lot of people.
So they just wait how to hold
Rotaciju, brate, joj. Gle ga plaksa.
Ono ga Mongrel.
Gdje je on, ne vidim ga.
Ono ga dolje u balju.
Aha, on u loptu. Gle ga Buga uzme odmah, to je to.
Pika.
Au, svi na njega tebra.
On je najbolju pozicionao. Ono oni poviše njega, on
Ne.
Kako pa.
Ovdje se može sjepiti.
Šesto materijala.
Ej, pogledaj gdje je gore.
Dobar haj ima lik.
O, valjda malo da mu se popne.
Poruši se ga. A opet ima. Šta uradi Hugi ovaj. Ne.
Ne, brat. Nemoj Buga da
Storm Surge activated on some of the remaining players. Booga peeks out again for a shot. Not going to connect yet. 32 players left. Shadow Bomb being used. Can Booga make it to the top 25? 3 more points.
To uzmi hajtu, uzmi hajtu.
A ja ne znam da li oni čuju ovaj što komentariš.
You'll notice as soon as they're box to box, right next to another player, players like Booga will opt to build straight up. One more, 26 remaining. If one more goes down, he's going to pick up placement points. Keep an eye on the feed just to see
za malo haj možda ima. Au, ne.
Elimination remains.
Nema meca, brat, 180. Ovaj ga je Kinez pogodio prije.
Pika, vidi pika.
Ne, treba ti da uzmeš meca, ali...
Ja.
Still sitting on a baller as well as Fat Pika with the ultimate high ground. And Booga right in the middle, right in the thick of it, looking on the outside. That's a very smart play. In that moment, you have a baller flying up. You don't want those players to hold on to those. Taking the shots to break it out, maybe force an engagement.
I nema više da se bombe nema više. Nema meca više, au. To je to, bravo. Kako je lud, kako je lud.
Kakva mašina, kakva mašina.
Ima meca, gledamo meca sad. Kako je lud, brat. Ne, on će ovo da osvoji ove 3 miliona, bro.
Umre.
O, šta uradi, jebot.
Ide naj 5 kilova. Pika.
6 minis and a campfire, 42 builds remaining, and he's just looking. 5 players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots.
I još 3, to je to, bravo ti ga. Sad ima skoro 50, ako vina ovo, brate, njemu je garantovana pobjeda. Ima meca, 320 dolara, ajde. Ne troši puno sad meca, jebo.
Zona buke.
Ne. Ne! Bravo, dobro je igrao, bravo. Četvrti, bravo.
Pika će da pobjedi.
Ovaj, Pika dobar, isto 5 kilova ima lik. Ima haj, bravo. Ne, brate, što je uradio ovo? I vina.
Ovaj vina.
5 kilova dobar i ovaj. Ajde ovako kilove kad imaš i kad vinaš, ajte, ali ono...
Kako je najpika glup.
Ajme zove na dis, što strgaš, što da se zove na dis? Gledam ovo pa posle kad igramo. Brate, nije trebao ovaj da ga rašali, jebi.
Treba da stane gori moj jedini bandaž.
Aj pa kad samo se pridruži u onu grupu, okej? Ko strge ona grupa, isto ti piše, ja istrgao. Znaš?
Aj, ne sprdaj se.
Aj, samo se pridruži, ja. Što je strga?
Sad će nam srgao.
Zapeo lik. Nema koga tu da gledaš, nego gledam ovaj, evo sad zadnji ovaj. Aj pa kad nastavimo mi malo Blake. Ljudi, ja ću vas obavijestit kad oni nastave, Beki.
A to u Fortnite gledate, jel?
Čo je ovoga? Kako?
A če gledate to?
Na Twitch.
Pa koga youtubera gledaš?
Ne, budala, nego gledamo...
Tifiju, samo uđi kod Tifija i gledaj to što mi gleda. To je ribu, šta reš? Gle, ovaj me ubio, ne mogu da vjerujem. Zar ti toliko pao je željan kila?
crni macan, reš, nikad ne ti da,
Pussy, lamao zola, brate, gdje? O, lamao, bruda, gdje si te, bro?
Milija, napisao si gledamo filane.
Pa filale.
Lamao, čekaj pa kad ne pusti me, ne se pravim.
Lažete srno.
Nije, je.
Filale gledamo.
Lamao. Gdje zato je to, brate moj. Kako sad bi se ovo da popravim? Tu...
Ova ima... ništa. Ovog lika niko ne gleda, šta je ovo? Iha, pa vidimo kvalitet, ovog ne bi gledao.
Jesi Milija?
Ne, čekaj. A nemoj me pucat, Ebra, šta ti je?
Ne pucam.
A bježi.
Ne možeš 1 metar da potegnu.
Nikad neću da...
Ovaj ide direkt u glavu.
Šta je? Neću. Boli me uvo. Makni mi se. Aj se makni. Aj se ne glupiraj. Eto ti.
Šta ćeš ti Srbe?
Da me invajtaš.
Hoći. Ali sad ili odmah?
Odmah.
Ponsion, pozdrav, brate moj, Miki sad se, to je to, brate moj. Znači koliko da čekam pola 12, a? Gledaj šta radi, majko moja. Jedni pocesom ga ruši. Lagano. Pleba, majko. I hođe jedni pocesom ćemo da ga poruši. Mora da izvadi on SMG, bez SMG-a ne bi bilo ništa. Tebi ga kad neko ne umije da igra bez SMG-a, ono. Pa da, ljudi, ja kažem to, da. A najviše šta volim te likove tako je ovako, tamo ih porušim. I neka padaju malo. Evo. Porušiš ga. Uzmeš mu ovaj. Ovako, samo priđeš i daš mu. Malo ga ono, znaš. Šipetne seri drve.
Allah.
Ribica piše li piše, piše mi piše. Hajde si. Gledajte sa ovo ljudi, gledajte sa ovo. Ima taj lik, ne može da se pogodi jedno. Da ima trep, sad bi ga tu trep.
Kako?
Kakav sam bog ove igri.
Nemoguće!
Ljudi, idem da plačem, reši, 6 ljudi je vidjelo ovo. Kako se igram sa Pajom.
Tryharda. Ej. Tako može da pobjedi. Aj, igre, ne budi mi tu AFK. Idemo sad i mi malo da tryharda. Ajme, Srbo, sad ću.
Kako volim sa Jetsom da igram.
Jedan HP.
Ništa mi nije skinuo, braćo, ništa. Joj, brate, pa ja moram da igram sa ovog mongrela, treba da zovem igrača, bej. To je to SMG-a. Pucao sam, brat. Fuck! Nisam trebao to naći. Bar sam mu skinuo više nego što je on meni dao. Ništa, morat ćemo mi da učimo ovoga maloga još. Gdje je pobjegao on, ljudi, molim vas. A molim vas, vidite.
Iš. 3 put me ubio.
Najjače, poruši me. Ne mogu da gradim. Mali pada, ali žuri. Kaj ću prihvatit? Prihvatit ću vas sve, ljudi, evo 4, poslije ću da vas prihvatim. Pa ako igramo za ono, šta?
Vidimo ko
kako
ima više.
Kako, vidio što uradi onaj? Ne. Čekaj, Paju, čekaj. Čekaj, Paju, čekaj. Čekaj minut, brat. Pre koliko je to bilo? Gle ovoga pleba, gle ovog pleba. Ne možete me ubijete, brat.
Kada sam te ja gađao. Da sam te ja mogla biti krep.
Čekaj, bre.
Paj.
Mogu da vratim, velja.
I ko je dobio ovaj World Cup?
Hoće, ha?
Ko je osvojio 3 miliona? A, pa ka?
Šta mene pitaš?
Pa ti si
otprilike koliko nas?
Ima još.
Ovo, a?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys excited for the next 4-night season? August 1st, all will be revealed. And my God, I got the chills right now. That's the first time we saw that. They didn't show us anything.
It is.
Oh my goodness, you see how excited everyone is. And we are moments away from the final game. Everything that's happened. You see the leaderboard.
And final match. We will find out who won in game.
Jesse, what's shoe?
A ja njega neću.
Nek smijem ja igrat. Brate, možeš posle ove, mi još ovo 2-3 minute, čekaj da vidim koliko ovo. I gledamo ono, brate, nastavljamo. Mi ovo samo malo bez prdnje da ne bi vi čekali. Ček da vidim za koliko počinje ovo za... Samo što nije.
A brat.
A gdje je, brate, li? Kakav. Uđe ko će Zola, ali mi ćemo igrati još koliko, minut, 2, brate, pa idemo.
Nema niko da ulazi.
Očekujem, ali...
Aj, beško.
Hoćete i da... Kako misliš, brate, ne razumijem.
Invite i mene, Milija.
Hoćeš kazao. Nekad da griš.
To samo Miki umije da vozi. Ljudi, sad ću da vam pokažem šta sam naučio. Učio sam i ovoga malog, ali on nije baš nešto naučio ovaj. Pazi sad, Paka, pazi sad, nemoj, brate.
A ja ga učim.
Ti.
Ajme, da vidim što ja naučio malo.
Gle, pogodi me.
Vidi ga. A da dupka sveće.
Počeli momci, aj počnite da ne bačim bug sad. Al brat, ono moj. Šta boli za brat? A lagano, mislio je da ću da sletim on. Reš, tu ga zezite ljudi i tu mu ga samo date. Al Miki sad promašio. I tu mu ga date. I tu.
A ovo je nemoguće.
A sve je moguće kad je Miki pro igrač.
Ajde, mlad.
Ili tako, ljudi?
Srga! Milija, popni se neđe gore visoko. Gledamo live sad, šta ćeš?
Aj, invite me. Bolje.
Od sad ili od... Aj, neka, ja tebe nisam rušio. Aj, jedino.
Reši. Opa, izađi. Izađi. Što radi ovo? Da ne umije da vozi lik. Brat. Ono moje. Brati, pa da gradim, brate. Izaći, hoću bez evancije.
Al da gradiš?
Ja mislim da su počeli, čekaj. A, brate.
Uf, što te nisam kako... A šta je ovo, restartalo se? Šta je ovo?
Ajme, invite.
Aj, Max.
Startaj, ljudi, vidimo se. Pajo, vidimo se. Počeli su, počeli su.
First week for the World Cup.
Šta ćemo da ima, ljudi? Ovo mu je krajina. Ovo osvaja. Ovo osvaja, on 100%. Buga. Buga, buga.
Can't wait for him to get home. Imagine he wins $3 million here. His parents are going to ask him to take the trash out, and he's going to laugh.
Yeah, right. He'll just pay his butler to do that, I guess, at that point. As Cease currently set up, not many builds. One of these very early awkward fights. Cease knows that as well. You look at what he has: a common infantry rifle, 25 shots, and a drum gun, 0 ammo.
Jack, one of the first 4 to go down in this match. is Skype, who was in 4th place.
Wow, so a little bit of pressure already gone from that top spot.
Šta mislite vi, ko ovo osvaja pa ja?
Ko ima najviše poena?
Ovaj, buga.
Koliko on ima?
30, 40 nešto, ne znam za koliko. Prošlo ima u četvrtu 30 nešto, dok su svi ispod 30 bili.
A Mongaral, koliko on ima?
Ne znam, malo. TFU ni 10, ja mislim, nema.
Čudo ninja.
A brat, on moj. Nije se kvalifikovao on.
Interesting loadout, that gold combat very early. That's a
Crni maca.
very solid pickup to start this match. Single shockwave remaining.
What the fuck je ovo?
Legendary grenade launcher. Drum gun in hand as well.
I mean, talk about a great starting inventory.
Ajmo sad.
On over. Blaster in a fight. Side pressure plan. One player nearby, only at 73 HP, but again, when you're in this far into the tournament, you kind of get too far, you just gotta go for it. You gotta just push the engagement, you gotta get 2 points up. Shot comes on through.
Dobi.
Not able to get it done as of yet.
Blaster
still healing up. We'll have bandages to get back up to, I think, 75 HP.
The feed, it looked like Tfue picking up an elimination.
Idemo non skop na Miki.
TFU bio lika.
90 players remaining.
Bravo.
The first circle starts to close in 50 seconds. Bandaging on the egg. Blaster just hanging out here. That player down below, going to see if he can take shots here in a second. T-Chub's going to roll all the way down. Looks like no engagement going to happen here. Yarko, Sledwicki, 2 players that have faced off against each other a number of times. Going to go for the wall. And in fact, get it. Gets the angle inside. Pushes on through. A solid aggressive play from Sledwicki to pick up his first elimination in Game 6.
Very clean, and that will end Yarko's Fortnite World Cup run. Solid performance earlier on. We'll see where he stacks up with the rest of this lobby when it's all said and done. Reminder, this is our final game here tonight. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get it trending, just like yesterday, alongside the millions of people watching online. As well, near the top of the leaderboards. What can he do in this last game? Can he make the trend up to Bugha, who was 15 points ahead in first?
Tu Bugha 50 poena ima. Ako sam dobro razumio, ljudi, ispravite me.
Mall itself, Pika earned 12 of his total points in just the last match, and I think that says a lot about what is possible. In 11th place when we rolled into this game, Pika.
Pikachu!
Inside, pushing down through the outside.
Doesn't
get the wall replace. Are you kidding me? Used the shockwave to get down the wall. The player inside was.
Oh my god.
Reći mu pika pika.
He basically called the bluff. He called the bluff. The guy was trying to break the wall to secure it for his own. Pika was like, okay, break the wall for me. I'll just replace it my own. And he does just that. Pika
Daj mu luta dobrog, ajo. Samo da ima više ovija bomba. Ale bombe! Šta je ovo, brać? Pikachu!
He can just continue to play these box fights, really use the shockwave to try to drop down his opponent again. Said it once. Wouldn't surprise me if he used that same tactic here soon.
At this point.
On ga traži vam otišu tamo, lol.
I do not blame him for being aggressive here. Knowing that players may be a little sparse in terms of loot, he's trying to track Keemstar on the outside, rotating around the edge of Mega Mall.
Zove me Milija bude malo.
Što, joj?
Oh my gosh. Floor loot.
Evo me je ukrati još.
A heavy sniper.
Ja ću te na dva kad završi.
Okay.
He's looking for it.
It's like Batman.
See him watching.
He's waiting.
Ne!
Dropping on in, does use those audio cues to try and track down the opponent. Opts to back out of the fight for just a second. Get a different angle. Pika's awareness inside Mega Mall is insane. Knowing exactly where his opponents are and exactly when to push. Already picked him one elimination using those skills. Gonna see if he can find a second player in the slip. Going for the snipe. Oh, and he can't quite connect.
Imagine what would have happened in this arena if he hits that shot.
Death.
He dabs after it. And he dabs after it. He's like, all right, this is mine. See you guys. That's UZIVAJTE, the only remaining player in the Mega Ball area. Pika just gonna go back. Up. Another slurp still inside, so Pika knows if he gets in a fight, he can get the elimination. Even if he's weak, he can pop a slurp, go grab another. Don't think that's gonna happen.
LOL.
Shift our focus. There's Booga on your screen. Core Gaming and
Booga.
within a couple boxes of each other. Maybe a fight will break out here soon.
Snow rolling in the top right as well. Now the baller. Laleo, ball boom on your screen. Edges there. Laleo beamed quite a bit. A ton of damage taken. Meanwhile, back at that small town in the southeast corner of the map. Arkram back in a 1v1. Most likely, honestly, round 6 of these two facing off the beginning of these games. 73 players left. The Storm right on their backs. Things are going to start moving here in a middle battle, but these two decide to fight it out right now. He phased through the floor, could have opted to go up, misses the shot. A little bit of damage. Down to 140, going to opt for a mini. Even just the 10 shield might be enough to save him from Arkram. We'll have to see here, pressure the stink. He's trying to find a top down and kind of lead the shots on what may or may not be a build out from Arkram. Right through it, Arkram dropping all the way down the campfire. And he's going to drop that on one corner in an effort to push Arkram out of the box. Unbelievably, honestly, what a shot from Arkram, the bottom there. A quick edit on the ceiling, shot comes through.
Health very similar between the two. Slight advantage to Arkram right now.
Have to imagine that almost every 1v1 between these two has played out so complexly. If we're watching this right now, I guarantee you this is not what a shot, a quick flip and edit on the ramp.
It's cat and mouse. It's literally cat and mouse in this fight.
This is one of the most insane 1v1s I think I've ever seen. 64 HP remaining. Bandy's gonna have to back all the way to the top. Maybe the campfire down. Just a second gets dropped in. Gonna have to wall against that. The ramp to save him. One chance for the minis. Is gonna wall off. Still back and forth between these two titans. The campfire goes down. As soon as that wall edit happens, the ramp inside just to prevent any push. Arkram finding another angle might be the only option at this point. The campfire, though, is going to have dealt a lot of HP back to Baney. Shot through, can't quite connect. Here we go, pressure up top, and oh my gosh, dude, the pyramid block. Finally, the Storm deciding it's time to play the fight out, and Baney goes down.
Hey, great fight, though, man.
That was insane.
That went on for a full 2 minutes. I love that we got to keep our eyes on that, but moving across the map now, it's Pika. We were complimenting so much on how easily he can move through these boxes in Mega Mall, how he can navigate these areas, and it looks like that same exact pattern is continuing. It's Flexi, who's at a major health disadvantage, but as I say that, does hit a quick little shotgun shot that I think will push Pika away for a moment or make him reassess what he's doing. Maybe a misclick. It looked like he didn't really mean to do that.
Actually, Pika gonna have to try and take some sort of aggressive stance soon. A minute on this Storm before it closes, and he's not in the next safe zone. Rogue Shark on your feet, picking up an Elim. We're down to 68 players remaining. Outside of that 70 range before the Storm starts to tick on you.
Pika, no wall in place yet.
He's just trying every chance he can to take these walls. This is the speed of these players. This is some insane stuff. This is why they're here at the World Cup. Can't quite hit the shot. He did a reset, took the other corner out. Just as the opponent inside takes a shot with a shotgun. Can't quite connect. Still going for these wall repairs. Big hit there, down to 16 HP.
And he's got no match. He's got 2 total builds, so with his own pushing as well.
Brate, što sam se elfisali. Pođoj u zonu, brate.
Dive into the zone to make his path a little bit less predictable. We'll take the
Ne, brate.
10 health, he's got a launch pad. I'm going to tell you right now, Pika is not happy. You see him kind of sigh right there. Uses both shadow bombs. Uses all the materials he has. Literally can only build one wall. Can't even box up for safety. Uses one of his launch pads too. Not a fun spot to be in for Pika. Look, still can't even build one box.
Tip još ima 2 killa, opa.
Campfire in case he wants to put it down. I think the fear at this point is if he puts that campfire down, It's like a signal flare for anybody around. This is the box to push. Meanwhile, Tifu. Dusty Divot flying across, landing near more builds potentially.
Uđi u Fortnite.
Back down.
Ne mogu sad pušiti me više.
Target he was right next to. He's in this box alone. You see in the mini map.
Aj svega te uđi.
Čekaj, gledam Tifu.
Dusty Divot. Clicks, reverse, Bizzle you see in the top. Pretty far out there.
I što ja sada ti radim?
You know, one of his trio partners. Previous trio cup that happened.
Ajde se ti otišao.
Right now.
Neka.
Trying to make his way out of here. Still not in zone yet.
Da vrati.
Really used his launch pad. He did use his last shockwave, if you remember as well. There is some loot nearby, but player challenging team who's going to back up for the moment.
Pozme, Matu, pozdrav te, brate moj. Razvalite taj like, man.
Oh yeah, we got a fight here. Tifu, 1 versus 1. Is it Clicks? Not exactly sure. It is Clicks on the other side.
Tifu pokaže što zna sad, jebote, rašate lik.
Veteran versus the up and comer.
Muš ti tu.
Tifu backing up for the moment. It looks like there's another player nearby as Clicks will just say, nope, don't need this anymore. We'll fly away. Karhu goes down on the elimination feed. Cease goes down on the elimination
naravno,
feed.
brate, naravno.
63 players left. No Storm Surge in this one yet.
Opa, evo ga, Buga. Buga ima koliko, 1 kill.
Just another point between him and second place.
Man. Consistency so key, and Buga has embodied that today. Only one bad game. The rest have been absolutely electric. Buga's just sat up with the high ground in the zone, waiting patiently for this lobby to drop on down. Snazy now. 54 HP, needs to perfectly edit one of these walls and get a shot down range to see his opponent not sitting still for any moment. He expects him to drop it, and that's exactly what happens. He's finding the patterns and these box fights. But still with no healing and his opponent jumping back up, you got to think some shields will be replenished and Snazy will be at even more of a health disadvantage.
Tries to go for the reset on the floor.
No shields pop.
Go. Catches himself. He's gonna hold the edit on this pyramid. He's looking for a chance to push Martine. If one arises, we'll have to see. Snazy's hope may be to catch him off guard. There we go. Here's the Shadow Bomb. Gonna rotate up and away. Use that redeploy and try and make his way into the safe zone. Only 54 HP. He's not quite safe yet, but now it's the chance to look to the right. Get a couple shots. Player inside the box as he lands right next to him. The edit through and Rogue Shark sets the trap. Tough play there. Clicks. Meanwhile, 1 elimination, 62 builds. Sit on 2 Shadow Bombs. See here.
Nema ni ovaj meca, gdje su vam meci? Eno ga Tifu, gledaj ga lik što radi. Znači, svi na njega sad.
And oftentimes you do see players utilizing the already built structures for easy wall places. No surprise. Popped up next to
inventory looks great, but he just doesn't have a lot of ammo.
Imagine he picks up 1 elim on someone who is can kind of fill those numbers up.
Pokupi taj materijal, brate, šta ono sreće 500.
Still very, very good. 69 total builds on the 60 now. 56 players remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the solo competition here at the Fortnite World Cup. It literally all comes down to this.
5
Tifu
players
dobar,
become millionaires
3 kila, opa.
right after this game. Tifu just picked up his 3rd elim. Still has a launch pad, some great loot on the player.
Ljudi, da li će nešto Tifu uraditi od ovog gejma?
Again, he does have 2 launch pads, and he'll use one of those. He wants to make sure he makes some of those placement points, and there it comes. Launch pad used. Will Tifu get beamed? Right, it is one of those moments where you're just thinking, Ben, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Looks like he'll make it up.
Bravo, dobar.
Really flying past the windows of opponents, gonna land on top of the second structure. Somebody underneath. Start layering up 86 builds, still has another launch pad. Has a boogie just in case maybe a baller rolls past close enough. Try and pick up that elim, jump into the baller and roll away. Even in a clutch situation, the boogie bomb can give you an opportunity for a
mene baš zanima šta radi ovaj lik.
The loadout here, look at this, 2 campfires, 10 redeploys, 2 shockwaves, 6 minis, but no medium ammo, Jack.
A crazy note with Buga. When the Fortnite World Cup qualifier started, Booga qualified in Week 1 in NA
Šta radiš to?
From the moment Fortnite World Cup started, he finished atop the America region. And now he's trying to get rid of it. Up top. He knows really this is his to take unless someone has legitimately the best performance ever in the history of a Fortnite competitive game. Booga should be our Fortnite World Champion. Tifu and Benji Fishy fighting on the bottom right of your screen. Sam, who's trying to contest. Replay did get his first limb of this game, and you see the fist bump right there. That was Clicks who gets cut down.
At this point, 51 players remaining. This lobby is going to get very, very tight. Going into this match, Psalm was 2 points ahead of third place, but 15 points behind first.
Talk about a lead as we've just now hit our top 50 in this game. Arkram goes down.
Evo gledamo, brate, ne mogu tipi ovo, ja sam kod njega na Twitch, ali oni streamaju ovo, brate. Ljudi, 50 liko ostalo. Buga, buga! Buga, Ludi, Ludi, buga ga je rešio. Ajde, Tifi, ajde, brate, uradi nešto. Buga ne opasali.
Still has the launch pad, sitting on a pretty similar loadout. Not a lot has changed as he's waiting. Looking for eliminations up above the rest.
Ima high, ima mjesto, onako solidan, dobar.
Nope. He's had a height, he hasn't had a move in 5 minutes. He's sitting so pretty. Here's that a limb that we missed when Sam got taken out. And
are you kidding? Look at him laugh. Look at him absolutely laugh.
Kako je ubio lika.
It's a gift. It's his birthday? That's about as free as it gets.
Booga might be the luckiest player with zone placement I think we've ever seen in a competitive Fortnite match. Sitting atop his tower, a castle of metal, unthreatened.
And he built the metal earlier, and he just kind of hoped it would work out this way, and it did. He's been sat here for so long. It basically sums up the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard in the game itself. Booga on top, nobody nearby, no threats, nothing. Now with the zone moving, everyone soaring, and this is where it picks up quick, folks. The final moments of the Fortnite World Cup. We're watching Booga. Oh, please. Oh, imagine.
Picking up a pair in the feed there. Fledermoys and Dubs both go down. Gonna be two very good eliminations there. 38 players remaining. Top 25 is when placement starts to come in, and Booga is looking for shots on everybody flying around. Still has that high ground advantage. Jesus and others looking. Benji Fishy moving up as well. Baller still rotating.
Evo ga, tu je.
Making his way across. A lot of damage coming in. Only 1 minute in the inventory and 15 builds remaining. A tough spot.
If you like the like, remember to subscribe to only one.
Player count continuing to drop. Bizzle, Zate picking up multiple eliminations. 30 players remaining. 29 to get closer and closer. Fishy goes down. Eliminated in the box.
GG, bravo.
Now will end Tifu's Fortnite World Cup. Zate drops off high ground for the moment.
Booga osvaja ovo, svaka njemu čast, dobro igrali kao. Ne, te bra, nemoj mi iznenađi sad, alo.
King on the top right had 6 limbs. The guy's an absolute brawler. The 13-year-old should be so proud of how he played today. Lol boom up.
Bravo, Booga, bravo, bre.
Takamura goes down.
Booga now into your top 20. Mongrel.
Bravo. Mongrela ubio, je li ovo? Nije, nekoga drugi ubio, nije.
Ja pokušava da mu spasi života.
Bravo, alo, bre.
Who's still alive? Booga there as well. Has all the ammo in the world, not a lot of materials. Let's see how he weasels his way out of this one.
Gledaj i IKAKVIH što imaju, brate, kako mogu da i poruše.
Take it over, meanwhile Booga
To je to.
Spasio si me, a?
See if this player rotates out.
Bravo! Oh my god! Ima mesa, gle u mesa, ne! A to je njegov treba.
Kada će da mu zapad.
He'll most likely be crowned the best Fortnite player in the world. I've never seen anybody play in a competitive Fortnite match with a smile on his face like this kid right now, but he is absolutely dominating every single player he's run into thus far. Looking for a shot here, quick couple of edits, rotating back away, pressure from above.
Ne bre, 4 kila, nešto uradili. Šta su ljudi tu, razvalite like, man. 9 ljudi ostalo još. Ajde brate, ajde vina evo i to je to. Imaš 3 miliona u džep. Lagano.
Idemo, po 10 budu stavno. Vratili smo ga na staro.
Still alive, shots going down, can't connect with that one. One build left, the final moment support.
Woo!
Bow down! Bow down!
Ne!
Doesn't even matter. 4 players, 3 players remaining. It's a fight out for the victory.
Bravo ga liko, brate, igra ubija.
Buga.
T-Chub as well, back and forth, and it might come down to a heel off. T-Chub dropping down those campfires. We'll see here, Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chub.
Još je 7 kilova opao, ajde ba.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster
Spreman za red.
that could have just secured him hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even over $1 million by just that game right there with how he does. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Bravo. Možeš me značiti, ne nisam mogu, brate. Au, svaka čast,
A mene nećeš da označiš.
Svaka čast. Ajmo ljudi, svi GG za njega, ajde braći.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Fortnite World Champion solo winner.
A rekao sam od početka da će onda osvojiti.
Ko da znam.
Svaka čast.
And there's the dance. I don't know what that is, but that's, I'm gonna bet his dad if he's got boots like that. And that's what it's all about.
On se zbunio, brate.
Security to get him to leave this arena. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Booga, your new Fortnite World Champion.
Ko se zbunio?
Ovaj Booga, brate.
Performance come close to that.
Svaka čast,
so far away, the winner that literally them backstage didn't even have to calculate. It was immediate. Normally, folks, we have to wait a minute or two, and they need to triple check. They went right to it. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Svaka čast,
Trophy presentation, by the way, is coming up very, very soon. But Jack, Booga from game 1. A 19-point victory royale to start the entire thing.
Kako ima 59 poena.
He nearly doubled second place.
Brate,
9 points.
A šta je ovo?
Svaka čast liku, brate.
Aj Milija, je Vlado svolio miliona.
$1.8 million. Epic Whale, Creo,
king there as well. You see Crew, Skite, Nate, Riverson, and Fatch.
Ajmo sad.
And then our
Sad je
top
naš.
20. Rux, T-Chub,
To je to.
Mongrel, Stompy,
Ne seri, nije repetirao.
Mongrel 150.000.
Clicks, Peter Pan, and Commandment.
Woo!
$12,500 or more earned. But as always, congratulations to everyone who made it this far out of the biggest stage, the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
Absolutely ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. From myself and Courage JD, the opportunity to cast the Fortnite World Cup could not have happened without you, but this isn't our show, Jack. We absolutely need to pass it off. If you could, please, Golden Boy, take it away.
I got you covered, fellas. What an incredible ending that was. Welcome to the winner's circle. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Ne možda li... Ko pobjedi ovom, brate? Buga, brate, razbio ih sve.
Koga spektajte, Serga?
Svaka čast liku, alo, razgrmio je.
La. Ovako ga hitno znaš.
I won't lie, I have a tear in my eye for you, bro. Congratulations. I'm just going to ask the most generic question in the world. How do you feel right now?
Words can't even explain it right now. I'm just so happy. Everything I've done, the grind, it's all paid off.
Ne znam, brate, Ninja nije igrao, nije se kvalifikovao, a do 50 ti neće, brate, slabi bi.
You decided to change your drop spot. At what point in that game did you know that you locked it up?
I got to center zone after getting like a llama, so it was pretty much just sealed from there. I don't know. Yeah.
Now, I know that you have some family here today. They're right there. Who you playing for,
Koliko 3 miliona, bra.
And finally, you know what? I don't even think we need to say anything else. Give it up one more time. Your champion of the world.
Ljudi, šta ovako uneseš u kuću 3 miliona? Bra.
Idi ubi. Ja bi na to plivu jednu.
Let's get the whole team out here. Let's get everybody. I want everyone in this stadium one more time. Put your hands together for this young man. He just made history. History. $3 million in prizing. The greatest Fortnite player in the world.
Svaka čast liku, boga mi, jalo.
Svaka čast i meni, na što ti radi?
Ajde, stav ti pa.
To mi radi. To mi radi.
Ajde, stav ti.
And for all of us here in Arthur Ashe Stadium, we want to thank you all so much for joining us on this incredible journey. This has been the Fortnite World Cup Finals. This has been not only our event, not only his event, but your event as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you on the battle bus.
Kralju, pozabrate moj, ja ne mogu da vjerujem, ljudi.
Pogodio sam ga. A ne seri, opet moram da ga vraćam.
Ne, šta ljudi.
Aj, ti bi bolji.
Ljudi, ne mogu da gledamo više. Svaka čast momku, alo.
Bože, kada sve 3 miliona.
Te bra, nisam ja lik, ali mi je milo, brate. Koliko je sve te bra, šta milo, brate, 33, ovaj 59, brate, pobio ih sve, neka mu se srećem, ono, stvarno, alo. Bez jebancije.
Gle, Srba,
Je,
znaš
šta
malo?
u kuću uneseš odjednom 3 miliona, pa te bra.
Pa kako si glup, on nema kuću, on ima vilu.
Reš. Svaka čast momku, brate, igra dobro, ali. A šta radite vi ovdje, Pajo, bogati? Igramo trio ako ćete.
Aj.
Ja sam
Tako
izašao.
mi nekada svojima pare.
Evo, sad ćemo.
Eno, odavde sam krenuo.
Sad ćemo pare do svojima baka.
Tu sam se i vratio. Lav. What the fuck?
Brat s bolerom osvojio više para.
Evo, jeste izašli, a? Mogu mu zamisliti reakciju, ja bi se nasvijestio na sredstvo.
Ali lik ne može da vjeruje, ja bi se, brate, ja bi skako ondje, begi, čuj.
Ja ne bi skakao, ja bi...
Stavite trio.
Ja bi ono, 1 minut u mjesto stao, gledao jednu tačku i samo bi se provano. Svega bi.
Aj, stavi trio, ko je glavni, Pajo?
Jalo, vidi ovo, vraćaju one hangare.
Vraćaju, vidim. Ali će je bilo ono obješani hangari?
Kod Astije. Ona 2 hangara kod Astije.
Bila 3 neka.
Kako se to bilo zvalo mjesto? Dusty Deep?
Dusty Deep, da.
Nije malo Dusty.
Jeste.
Ma zakon.
Ja mislim da će da vrati isto neki OG skin u shop.
Še. A ti ga ne kupiti. Već.
Ono vrate Blue Troopera, svi ga imaju sem mene.
Da vrati Blue Troopera. Ne viš koliko bi koštao?
Isto, 1200.
4000.
Pipi.
Pa koliko košta, daj?
1200.
Nije.
1500.
Nego 1500. Kako si tako glup? Ljudi, ko je po vama jači? Lav ili Vuk?
Ja. Miki, jedan sam se.
Ne, bez jebanci.
Gdje ćete?
Ko paka? Lav ili?
Lav ili tigar?
Komara.
Ne, nećemo.
Aj.
A ovo je Rena.
Ja u čemu pao 50 poje.
Srgaj priča, je.
Evo priča.
Kornjaču. Šta? Reši. Imam odmah taktikal plavi. Sad ću ga do kraja gameća. Zaboljam.
2 minija za nekog.
Ja.
Reši.
Daj jedan meni.
Ljudi, za sljedeće takmičenje Miki se kvalifikuje.
Sljedeće za 2 godine. Reši.
Nije, ja mislim, kad će biti sljedeće, zamislite.
Evo ti ovo, Miki.
Aj, pomjer se, nabijemo se. Nemoj da me nervirate, jebema susta. Ko je bacio ovo, recimo, Pavle? Pa još jednom baci, ja izlazim, vidit ćeš, ili ti Srga. Ne zanima me ko je bacio. Samo da znate. Bravo Srga, posle ove letiš napade pa ćeš vidjeti.
Likovi. Likovi, bez jebanca, bez jebanca. A sad ozbiljno. Eno ga. Kuku! Koji sam ja skinuo se.
Možeš i kikati iz meča, malo još i lomce, bre, nam šta će da je čuvaj.
Aj, ti ide na ti. Jesi, zove. Familija zove. Jedan dobio sam sve.
Kod mene, kod mene.
Bravo.
Daj metki, daj metki. Evo ih,
Rašila se.
Bježi, bježi, bježi. Nema metko za pump, alo. Metko za pump. Fuck. Metko za pump, ima tu lim bacite, alo.
Vidite ko ja sam, ja budala, vidite što sam uzeo.
Pa ka, daj malo metko za pump, brat, imam 0.
A bježi, odakle mi?
A daj ne certe imate.
Iz dupeta bi zvali.
Ima li ko za snajper?
Imaš i zemlju?
I da imam, ne bi vam dao si jedna.
Evo za...
Ajde, daj zemlju. Nemam za snajper. Aj zemlju.
Amro, pozdrav, brate moj.
Ajme, meni ja daj
A
zemlju.
pomjerite se odavde, jebim vam susa.
Miki, evo ti malo metka.
Daj zemlju, znam da
I da imam, neću da ti dam met.
Daj meni za snajper.
Dvadeset lajkova, hvala vam ljudi.
Nema na čemu.
Evo mi ga drop. Ajde, mi dam.
A brat, ono moje.
Evo ga samo sasnići. Koju ribu? Šta? Šta reći? Vidio ovo, na čitavu mapu, tamo napiće. Da smo dobili. Joku, jedno.
Kaži, ne opet se drogiraš.
A da ja gore, bra. Ovo možda ne lupa. Pa, brzo se služi.
Što volim nešto uvija 500 metaka za M-ku, pa ka.
Za biljku budu. Naša lama, ali nema veze, ajde. Da se dodeli, da podeli, igramo arenu. A dobro. Ajde, srušimo sve.
Te brat, završi se finale, live sam sad, igram malo Fortnite, osvoji jedan momak, znaš kako ih razbio sve, brate, ono, GG. Tvoje ribu, šta?
A ti mi je metala. Naša se drži.
Gdje je taj metal, ali? LOL, vidi ga trep, LOL, vidi ga trep.
Koga šiša, ajde vam meni materijale.
Pohodi me trep! Te bro, zašto ne možeš
Imam
da
metkit,
se upali?
jel da ti dam metkit?
Aj daj.
Da ti meni metka uzem.
Ja nemam puno, likovi, brzo, likovi jedni.
Nisi mi dao ništa.
Jesam, brate, uzeo je neko. Imam ja još 80.
Dropaj 2, dropaj 1 metkit.
Evo ti. Imaš minije, crga, pavet, baš ti minije.
Ne.
A znam da imaš.
Nemam, brate.
E ja, Bogdala, idem na trep. Kako se našao? 28 dobio jedan, ajmo na njih, koji je?
Jebem ti skin ovaj televizorski.
Jesu, ono što si uzeo to u arenu.
Ma ne znam, brate.
Imam ja srga smrdljive, sad ćemo da im bacimo.
Nećemo sve ti strašiti.
A ne, on ima onu drugu. Ne!
75 glava. Pogodio sam liko bio 100.
Nije tu, če, bravo.
To je mene.
Nek mene. Fuck, bro.
Ajmo da rašamo, idemo da rašamo. Ajmo. Doktore ti dali 38, idemo da rašamo. 38 im dali.
Promijeni skin pak. Imate li svi ovaj skin? Da svi stavimo ovaj skin.
Nema ga meni.
Čekaj, ja da promijenim, hoću da uzmem neki ta.
Staje svoj.
Svaka će svoj, a i ja ću svoj. Moj skin.
Trebali smo svi isti, a ti Srga nemaš nijedan skin.
Nemam.
Pogledaj, u minusu su.
I to žestok minus.
Ajde, redi, Vučić.
Zbog 3.
Zbog tebe. Mihajlo. Hvala, brate moj.
Cela familija. A ja gubim po 7.
svi znaju da sam šef. Yeah.
Gdje ćemo?
Ajmo
Ajmo u Lazy.
Ajde.
Pogledaj moj mark, pogledaj moj mark.
What the fuck?
Šta lete mark?
Pa letiš i ti, 6 ljudi, hvala vam za 20 lajkova, men bio je 21, za me neko prevratio pa stavio dislike, ali GG. Ipak hvala vam.
Ajde vas dvica tu,
Ne mogu
ode
da
na
vjerujem ljudi koliko kiša je prije padala, jebote, pa još šta je to kod vas, vidim more, begi talasi, neki hoće da vas potopi.
A šta je ovo bilo?
Što je bilo to?
Trga, znaš ono kad smo igrali ja i ti.
Molim te.
I kod Montenegra kada mi je Lije izašao.
Imam lika. Dođi strga, dođi strga. Amo na njega odmah, amo na njega odmah. Evo ga. Bravo. Veselim. Evo ga sus krajs. Kristina, hvala Kristina na sub. Hvala ti puno. Heavy sniper, au.
A mi ga daj svega ti ne među.
Ovo se ne priča. Za to što si mi rekao da ne umijem, neću ti da. A umijem.
Aj, brate, pa rekao sam istinu.
Izvini, molim. Ja. Što se smijeva Kristina, još neko se subo, ljudi, je li ovo neki red, onom... Min... What the fuck, boy, Z, E3, LJ, hvala na subscribe, man.
Najjača ime.
Najjača ime, bruda. Gdje su, paka? Kristina, hvala ti na sub, man, zapratite me na Instagram, ljudi. Tu sam. Idem ja da ih rešim sa lejcom. Kažu Miki napada protivnike samo sa lejcom. Brati, šta je?
Srga! Vikovi. Dođe se odbačujem, dođe se odbačujem.
Dobije 20.
Ne da pravić. Srga, spoksaj me ovdje.
Sjedi, bruda. No meet me, man. Pa gdje ćeš na Mikija, brate? Pa nije Miki od juče. Svi znaju da sam šef. Ben, jesam, Gabiš, šta je napisao Gabiš? Šta je pisao, brate? Ljudi, zapratite me na Instagram, 8 ljudi je tu, meni samo upišite, Zola upiši Insta, brate. Ko mi piše ovako, što je ovo, brate? Ne, sad smo. Ujebote, ja rekao, pade opet telefon. Ma moraš Gabi, dobit ćeš ban, brate, neka nemoj da piš tako, hvala. Uživajte ljudi u streamu i to vam je kao vraćeno. Molim. A molim? Ja tebe ništa ne čujem, ti možeš tako da u zicu sebi puvaš, brat.
Vidi ga, piše Instagram.
Šta hoćeš, šta si ne rekao?
Metkove za snajper.
Nema, za snajper imam 7, imam i ja. Eto vam ljudi Instagram ovaj, zapratite brate na Instagram, ono grmi, fotke, razbijaju koliko su dobre. Trga, brate, posle ove igramo duo, pa ne mogu ja s ovim, brate, što kuva ovako.
Dobro.
E, ovo ovako priča, ajde.
Čekaj se pričam.
Kako?
Imate li pump, brate?
Ja nemam, ne igram pump. Diviš.
Svi znaju da sam šef.
Ili ima plavi, a neće da mi dam.
Tebi da dam plavi. Ti ne možeš da pucaš sa ono, da ti dam ne znam koji, brat.
Da se nabode u okus.
Svi znaju. Pa kaj, imaš metkovo za snajp malo, alo, 7 samo imam.
I da imam, ne bi ti dao.
Okej.
Za snajp? Ne.
Za MQ imam 50, za snajp 7. Za pump 10 i
Za snajper 0. Meni je govno najveći.
Uvijek još 20 minuta, to je to, brate moj.
Mahni marker, koja je srka?
Gabriel, hvala na subscribe, man.
Je to neko raid, a?
Ne znam, brate, kao mini, možda neki raid nešto.
Pa pitaj, ej.
Brate, što mi je poludio Instagram, ja ne svaćam. Moram da vidim.
Srga.
Ljudi, ajmo do... Koliko nam fali ovo? Do 1330, možemo braći, još čak jednom suba treba. Svi znaju da sam šef.
Ode na drugu stranu. Milija, pomogu. Naša tradicija.
Gabriel, još jednu takvu poruku ideš odmah ban, ne zanima me. Pa ti vidi. PZT, evo tu, hvala ti puno.
A ne taj Milija. Likovi.
Gdje je, pa kao? Čujem, lopta.
Jes. Srko, stavi sam to. Poslije ćemo ti doći.
Ne, strana, brat.
Pazi, Milija, ubošće se sa tim snajperom.
Zola i sinom neka napiše nešto, banaj ga slobodno.
Evo glik. A mene?
Idemo.
Gdje je, brat?
Bježi.
Opet će beđu.
Ja sam loš, brate, tako s imom.
Meni kad daš ovaj kalaš, ja ću da se nabodem ovdje. Ne možemo, nemamo vremena. Aj Milija, da mi taj snajper.
Trebao sam snajper.
Istroši sve metkove na budalu. A brat. Ono moje.
42 dobio jedan.
5. Idemo opet. 5. Idemo opet. 5. Bijen Miki.
A bijen sam i ja, bravo. Bravo. Ima ih još, alo.
Ne ruši. Srga, biješ od mene. Podmiću ga ka zvečku.
Paka metkova, alo.
Odakle mi?
A daj, brate, ubili ste lika, ovaj imao svega ovdje.
Šta ti treba?
Evo ga, lik na mene.
Beži u zonu.
A, bježi, brate, bježi.
Vic.
A ti se vratio u
A, baš pomozi.
Srga, možda pobjegneš?
Mogu.
Bježi.
Bježte u zonu, pušti.
Ja mogu, imam baler.
Srga ima sve sem mozga.
Imam 2 metkita, znaš.
Dropa jedan.
Dropa. Kreni da se penješ putem gdje sam ja. Sreća će da te nađe.
Sreća. Iha, neću stići.
Ali dobra, da vratimo GG, 20, ono, what the fun.
Srga, verujemo u tebe. To. Ajmo. Pa ti si mrtav.
Imaš auto tu, ne?
Šta si mi kad ne znam da u gori Mike. Iha, sad bi.
Jel bi nađela neko u live? Fuck.
Jedan lik dobio 60 tamo i jedan 20.
Ja idem.
Lopta!
Imaš
Ne, dakle mi. Lik na mene.
To sam ja.
Imaš? Čak. Svi znaju da sam šef. Pitanju.
1.6, ovo je to, brate moj, šta piše ovaj, brate?
Ja bi ga na bol.
Metkove za snajper, molim.
Svi znaju.
Nema. Mrtav će biti.
Ko?
Ne, moj loptu da mi diraš.
Bježi.
Sve mi je bilo, ali ispod nosa nije.
Počeo sam da šijem.
Koliko je vruće.
Melija.
Molim.
Šta gledaš čega nuba?
Upravo si. Imaš ti koji kill? 4 kila imamo. Ljudi, idite na ovaj. Sad još 3 čovjeka da umru, dobit ćemo 6 pojena.
Idemo ovu kuću, a? To, pičam. Razbij mi ta vrata, razbij mi vrata. Brzo, pozatvaraj ovo.
To je to, plus 6, nice. O, eto ga lik, pucaj ga.
Pozatvaraj, ja ti kažem, no.
Svi znaju.
Ajde go. Zatvori ovaj prazan prozor, te
Pazi, kroz prozor da se ne pogodi.
Ajde ti.
Brate, bra, piši to što ti kaže, meni je napisala, ja
Prozore te,
kao
sve
čađa što ima, ovako. I ti piše se tome.
Ne mogu biti federe da nam uđe. Pa, možda će ovdje marshmallow da nas doda.
Sydney, šef.
Vidi nam zonu. Čitava kuća nas. Nasa. Ja ne znam da pričam ponekad.
Svi znaju da sam sef.
Može, brate, sad ću ja da im... Ali ja ne mogu, brate, da ga skinem odmah, pošto moram live da ugasim da bi da bi snimio skinu opet. Au, kako su vas rešili.
Treba mi kill da mi dođe, noko sam ga trepao.
Pa nisi ga ubio.
Srga, mutav si ka točak. Mah se kad igram sa mutavcima.
Alo, plebu, nauči da igraš. Brate, live gasim u 12. Još ovaj game, vjerovatno.
Što gasiš live?
Moram nešto da završim.
Sad će Srga da reši probleme.
Ovaj skin, ovo ne bi kupio da je džabe, brate.
Koji?
Ovaj 1200 ovamo, brate. Ovaj nešto kao crveno, what the fuck.
Veljko ga bio.
Za nju. Sezona je za jebenih 3 dana, ljudi.
Jebenih.
Može budi, može, brate, može. Kaže, in Sarajevo, drugi vodka Merlon.
Ma mrš, jeli? Evo, Gabi, sakri korisnika na ovom kanalu. Srga, reši. Ti više nemaš problema, uče. Ajmo neki raš.
Paradis. Ko je šiša moja? Na zgradu. Srga, ti si najbolji.
Anđela, ne, brate, Anđela, ne.
Sorry, ja sam. Idem ja na vrhu.
Nemoj na zgradu. Taj ćete miniganu sad.
Brat, me ne puca. Aj, mrš Srga. Što igramo sa Srga?
To je to, ljudi. Live se završio ranije. 2 sata streama, koliko ovo? 2 sata i 20 minuta ljudi streamam. Svaku noć znači live, man. Dođite opet sutra večer, braću moja. Idem, moram pa da završim video neki, ono.
Koji video? Ono za baka prasta?
Ne, vino onaj što smo uzeli koliko kilo, ono, arena, što je bilo,
Ko je to bio? Ja, ti Srga?
Ja mislim.
Aj, vidimo se.
Ajde, čujemo se sutra.
A pa što izaći ti?
Svi znaju da sam šef. Šta kaže ova?
Pa što si ti izašao?
Nina, super sam se, hvala ti Nina puno. Evo mi za 15 minuta gasa, hvala Nina. Ljudi, to je bilo to za ovaj live stream, men. Subajte se ljudi ako niste, bacite taj subscribe, men. Pajo?
On je izašao.
Izađe, jel? Aj čuvamo Srga. Ljudi, dođite sutra u live stream. Anđela, hvala što si bila tu, ljubim te, men. I čuvamo sutra, ljudi. Laku noć vam želi, brate, ćao.